It blends humor, warmth, and introspection. Think of it as a light-hearted magazine-style essay with fictionalized elements around a real-life celebrity couple. Getting Up There in Age, Mark Consuelos and the Art of Spousal Sabotage. It began, as many great marital arguments do, over a cup of coffee and a poorly timed observation. Mark Consuelos, ever the charming instigator, leaned over the kitchen island one September morning and said the words no spouse should ever utter within a 5-foot radius of their significant other before at least 9 a.m. You know, he said, casually spooning agave into his espresso, we're really getting up there in age. Kelly Ripa blinked twice. She didn't say anything immediately. She just sipped her matcha latte with the steady calm of a woman deciding whether to commit a crime or book a facial. In celebrity marriages, these are often interchangeable. What did you say? She asked, her voice deceptively soft, like a swan floating across a lake moments before launching into a full-on territorial attack. Mark, bless him, didn't see it coming. He smiled the disarmingly boyish smile, the one that has made daytime audiences swoon and soap opera villains seethe. I'm just saying, he added with the blind confidence of a man who's obviously never read the manual on aging in front of your wife. We're not in our 30s anymore. Heck, even our 40s, they're in the rearview mirror. Kelly Ripa, who can still plank longer than a Navy SEAL and has cheekbones that mock the concept of time, raised a single brow. So, what you're telling me, she said slowly, is that you've decided to become that husband today. Now, in most homes, such a remark might lead to a passive-aggressive standoff involving dishes and ignored text messages. But in the Ripa Consuelos household, where sarcasm is a love language and public banter is basically foreplay, this was just the warm-up act. Aging gracefully, while being publicly petty. Later that week, the couple brought their conversation, to their shared stage on Live with Kelly and Mark, where millions of viewers tune in to watch two attractive people flirt, bicker, and make aging look suspiciously glamorous. So, Kelly began, adjusting her designer glasses and turning to the audience, my dear husband here thinks we're, quote, getting up there in age. Mark laughed, realizing his private coffee comment had now been promoted to a national headline. I didn't mean it in a bad way, he protested, already backpedaling like an Olympic cyclist. I just meant, we're seasoned. Like good wine. Oh, I'm seasoned, Kelly interrupted, eyes narrowing. Am I a vintage, Mark? Should I be kept in a cellar and opened only on special occasions? The audience roared. Mark shrugged sheepishly. Well, you are full-bodied. Oh, Kelly said, mock offended, clutching her chest. You want to die today. Got it. It was, of course, all in good fun. But underneath the jokes and jabs was a very real, very universal truth. Aging, even when you look like a pair of professionally airbrushed magazine covers, can be weird. Mirror, mirror, in our high-end bathroom. We're not really afraid of getting older, Kelly later admitted in a podcast interview. But there's this surreal thing that happens where you still feel 30 inside, until you look in the mirror and go, wait, who invited that neck wrinkle? Mark agreed. It's not the big stuff. It's the little things. You bend down to pick up your dog and something pops in your hip. You sneeze and it throws your back out. The warranty on your body has expired. Their solution, humor, and also, extremely expensive skincare. People ask me all the time what my secret is, Kelly said. And I tell them the truth, hydration, serums, and refusing to acknowledge the concept of time. Plus Pilates, Mark added. And love, Kelly said, patting his hand. Even if he says dumb things before breakfast. Time is a funny thing. There's something fascinating about watching public couples age in real time. It's not just about nostalgia, it's about the shared human experience of change. We've watched Kelly and Mark since the 90s, from their early All My Children days to raising 3 kids and now, co-hosting a morning show where they spill coffee and secrets with equal ease. We remember them as young, tanned, impossibly good-looking 20-somethings making out in soap opera rainstorms. Now, they're in their 50s, still tanned, still good-looking, but with a lot more laughs and a lot more stories. When we were younger, Mark reflected in a recent interview, we were so focused on what's next, career, kids, goals. But now, there's a real joy in just being. Sitting next to each other on a quiet morning. Watching a movie we've already seen 20 times. Realizing we still get each other's jokes. Kelly nodded. I don't mind getting older. I just don't want to feel older. And honestly, I don't, until Mark reminds me with some ridiculous observation over breakfast. Aging isn't the end, it's the sequel. Back on Live, the morning after their now famous, "We're getting old" discussion, the couple addressed the overnight social media response. Apparently, Kelly said, holding up her phone, "We triggered each other." That's the word they're using. Triggered. Over aging. Mark smiled. It's true. I said something dumb, and Kelly weaponized it like a pro. Kelly nodded solemnly, as is my sacred right as a wife. But then she softened. Listen, here's the thing. Aging is going to happen. You can't Botox time. You can't exfoliate it away. But you can laugh about it. You can embrace it. And if you're lucky, you get to age next to someone who still thinks you're hot even when you're in compression socks. Mark grinned. You're still the hottest woman I know. Nice recovery, Kelly said. 10 years to your life. Conclusion. Youth is temporary, sass is forever. Mark Consuelos may have poked the aging bear, but in doing so, he and Kelly reminded the world of something essential. Getting older doesn't mean becoming irrelevant, invisible, or unsexy. It just means you've got more punchlines, more stories, and more reasons to laugh at your spouse on live television. And maybe, just maybe, it means you've earned the right to say, over a cup of coffee, "We're getting up there in age," and know that even if it starts a spat, it'll end in laughter. After all, if you can't age gracefully, you might as well age hilariously.